This Halloween, are you looking for something to scare you on Halloween on YouTube? Are you looking for disturbing things for YouTube? Especially when it comes to paranormal investigation. Well, here we go. I wanted to do a sort of Halloween something or other. I'm not going to go out and investigate, I don't think, just yet. And I wanted to do something really quick, just so I have something out there. I wanted to tell you all about the paranormal investigation channels that I watch. And I ranked them top 5 style. So I tried to select the ones. This is the ones I watch. I have preference for. The team has got to have some personality because you're watching that for a while. And, you know, there's entertaining and there's personality and there's banter and all that. And then there's too much show and you want to see the investigation. You know, there's a, the cat ball went off. Ah, the thing went off. Ah, nah. Not too much of that, but definitely some personality and also some serious investigation. I ranked them in top 5. I like these channels. They're not like I'm not. If I say something's, you know, spanky, it's not, or spunky, or sparky, or snarky. Don't worry. These are channels I watch, and I just wanted to give a quick reference guide in case you wanted to watch some stuff. You can go to these channels and watch tons of their videos, and I think you'll be satisfied with Halloween stuff investigating. So at number 5, I'll have to look into the notes then, I guess. God, this music. You know, I saw Ghost Hunters from its very beginning. I saw Ghost Adventures from the beginning when they had that little first film, the first video on Gofield Hotel with the brick flies through the air, which if you threw a brick and then reversed the clip, it might be able to do it yourself. On Gofield Hotel with the brick flies through the air. Right, yourself. Here, but the last Gofield Hotel with the brick flies through the air. So I'm watching out for debunking stuff. I want real investigation, and I've been watching these for a long time. These are 5 that I watch. So at number 5, let's find out what it is. A lot of research. I mean, this goes back. Let's get way back here to all this notes here. Here. There's no card. Number 5, Paranormal Quest. Now, these 2 fellers are out of Virginia, West Virginia, or something like that. There's a Ryan and a David. So it's a small team, and they go out with their equipment, and they go out to these places in that area, mostly, that are haunted. And they did some big investigations too, but I like their ones like this with the house and stuff like that. They'll tell you the background and everything like that. A neat thing about Paranormal Quest is they have a spiel that they do. It's not even a spiel because they don't say anything. They have a little thing where they set up their equipment and they abandon the house for about an hour. They call it the abandonment. And so you're watching the gear go while they're gone. It's kind of a baseline. That's what I like about it. So no one's in the house and the stuff goes off. So there's a Ryan, there's a David. They go out and do that stuff. They have an abandonment, which is not unique but they have it as a little thing for their show. It's all right banter. But they're serious about investigation, and that's something I think is very cool. Coming in at number 4, now these 2 blokes are from the UK, and this is where you start getting personality. I mean, they're great. They're just 2 friends. They can be very humorous, and they have great skills as far as filmmakers and editors, and they go to some of the most obscure little places in England and wherever over there. I mean, there's like houses that are 400-500-year-old Tudor style houses. I mean, Shakespeare could have lived in the house. I mean, it's like 500 years ago, and some other places too, schools and such like that. And they go out there, and I got a camera idea from them too. And if you communicate with them, they will communicate back. So you got like Elliot there, and the other guy's Joe, and have a good banter back and forth. But when they get down to ghost hunting, investigating, or whatever you want to call it, they have some interesting techniques. They go bare minimum. They'll go and just be silent and call out and just listen for what you can hear as well. So number 4, Ghost Theory from the UK. And now we're on to number 3. Now, these two guys are twins. Yes, they're twins. Them and their friend Wyatt. There's a Ryan, a River, and a Wyatt. Now, if I get anyone's name wrong, hey, whatever. But these guys, I think they're out of Seattle, and they definitely have character. They have like lots of character, and very unusual sometimes. But when they get down to investigating, they're going down, and they get down, and they're like doing skinwalker stuff, and they go, they do, and whatever. Who, Bucky? Who are we looking at? Number 3, twin paranormal. Very good. Let's see. Here they are in a cornfield and such like that, and they're setting up their gear. It's like the twins and their friend Wyatt. And it's like Ryan, River, and Wyatt, I believe. And they set the thing in it. And when it's interesting, one of the guys takes a sort of a lead as into talking to the ghosts and egging them on to speak into their devices, and I think it's the Ryan guy. And the way the guy is respectful and coaching and just like that to the spirits, I thought was highly applaudable, because he seems to get a lot of results. So this is results from the paranormal tools and such like that, but the guy gets results from that, and they are just a heck of a lot of fun to watch. Twin paranormal. I'll leave the links to their channel with the videos and such like that. Hey, over here. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. And now for number 2. Number 2, I have these two guys, and they almost need no introduction to their fan base. They are huge. This channel is really, really big, and kudos to these guys. I watched them really a lot earlier too. It's like one of those channels I saw, you might say, growing up. Well, I saw them get really huge. They were pretty big because, well, anyways, they have their rise, I think. But they did abandonment videos where they went to an abandoned building, and some of those abandoned buildings in their bando videos were haunted or said to be, so they had little things, and those got views, and they're akamai, they're smart, so they go and they make more of those as well as other stuff. They're very in the marketing, and that's commendable, and I'm in awe of how people can do that. But when they made more Explorer, it's their channel club thing, branding, they have the X and all that. But when they explore abandoned places that are definitely haunted and just going to definitely haunted places, they have gone extensive, and they have gone traveling, and they're just a very adventurous duo. I'm just going to show you a still here just so you recognize them when you check out the channel. That's the only reason for this backdrop here, is just so when you're at the channel, you know, okay, that's the one we're looking for. Just a quick reference. So there's the Sam on the right and Colby on the left. So Colby and Sam and Colby, usually they say. Now, these guys really do have a lot of fun with their stuff, and they invite guests from other channels, collaboration, and the people they bring is pretty good too, you know. I mean, it's all in all really great. So they're like great people, a lot of fun to watch just on their own. But then when they do investigation, they get some great places, and they try to go all out about investigating. They've been doing it, and they're like gotten really big, so they did have a little bit of this. They're starting to get into that. It's like, oh, the meter went off. Ah, ah. But, you know, they're doing it with guests, and it's all part of the show bit. But they're serious about investigating, and they've come across some good ideas and stuff, and they're probably only going to get probably much bigger. So that's number 2, Sam and Colby. And last but not least on our list, well, this channel has gotten massive. I've actually followed it before when it was TLIF or TILF, one of those things I like to do before. Anyways, it's kind of a bucket list thing. And they went worldwide, all over the place. The guy has it's a non-profit or business thing that's called Send It Society. And they have a lot of merch. They do giveaways and stuff like this, and they're just big. Now, when they focused on this one, and here it is, Here it is. Number 1 on my little list, and I say that with some reservation because, note to self, they do have giveaways. They do deal with divot boxes, so if you don't get too freaky about that, demon and divot boxes. Someone contacted me once after one of their giveaways and said that I had won, but it wasn't them. It was in a counterfeit imposter situation, and I got rooked for money. So never ever give shipping and handling money. If you ever get contacted for a giveaway, make sure it's real, and don't talk to the person because they'll tell you it's real, but don't ask if they ask for shipping and handling. Not to distract from number 1, because of the big production value, the places they go, and the crew they assemble, is the Overnight channel. Now here, I'm just showing you right now, this still is actually their channel with all the videos. There's one that this haunted week stuff and all that stuff. I mean, all these channels, because it's Halloween month, are cranking out a lot of ones. So if you go backward on any of these, you know, and they're about an hour, some of them are 2 hours, that was 2 hours. They go to some famous places all over the world, that kind of thing, and they constantly cranking up on these, and this channel's got a lot of them. That's why it's hitting number 1 for me. They're just a big channel. Now they get people, they have people. I don't want to get copyrighted. But here's a little a show piece here thing. Okay, sorry, it got rolling and I didn't want to like just show you the content because then it's kind of possible copyright. And I'm reviewing them in a way because they have great production. I mean, they put a lot behind this thing. If you look here, this guy has a box and it has ghost stuffing things. This used to be one of their long-term cameraman, has now turned investigator. And they got this guy, Matt Rife, is a kind of a comedian, Los Angeles, and this I forget if it was this guy's Corey. These like Los Angeles. I forget it one day. And then and sort of like this guy's Elton, sort of like this guy's Elton. He's sort of like the main dude, threading this all together with these. But their crew here, the reason I'm trying to remember everyone's name like that, is simply because he can assemble a pretty good crew, and he gets people to travel as much as he possibly can on these things. And it's sort of 5 different perspectives going into it, like 5 different attitudes, 5 different perspectives. They're not like a constant crew, and it has a lot of personality to it. And the Elton guy goes on some outstretches about adding to the investigation, like, you know, the divot box thing I mentioned before. And so there it is, Overnight channel. They have basically one of the best huge channels around. Overnight, number 1. Just watch out if you win a giveaway prize. don't get fooled for shipping and handling. So there it is, number 1. So 5 Paranormal Quest, 4 Ghost Theory, 3 Twin Paranormal, 2 Sam and Colby, 1 Overnight. That's my loose list, and just channels that I think you would like. I would highly recommend them. Go subs to their channels and watch more of their stuff. They're already huge, so I'm not worried about promoting them that much. Just something for your Halloween viewing on YouTube. Thank you. Have a great time. Bye.